America then and now in 100 fascinating photos. America has changed in ways both big and small over the decades. From bustling city streets to quiet small towns, these 100 fascinating photos reveal how the past compares to the present. Get ready for a journey through time. Central City, Colorado, 1953. Central City, Colorado, 2025. Hennepin Avenue, Minneapolis, 1956. Hennepin Avenue, Minneapolis, 2025. Leavenworth, Washington, 1930s. Leavenworth, Washington. West Broadway, Hollis, Oklahoma, 1940s. West Broadway, Hollis, Oklahoma, 2025. The Homowack Lodge Pool in the Catskill Mountains, 1970. The Homowack Lodge Pool in the Catskill Mountains, 2025. A busy service station in 1939. This old garage in San Agustin, 2025. The Grand View Ship Hotel, Lincoln Highway, Pennsylvania. Now it's a highway. A family rest stop with tourist cabins. This lot in Orderville, 2025. Adrian, Michigan, 1911. Adrian, Michigan, 2025. Ipswich, South Dakota, 1942. Ipswich, South Dakota, 2025. The Glenwood Hotel and Resort in the Poconos, 1950s. Abandoned swimming pool in 2025. A booming mining center in the 1940s. The quiet town of Welch, West Virginia was 2025. Las Vegas Boulevard, 1947. Las Vegas Boulevard, 2025. Firth, Idaho, 1950s. Firth, Idaho, 2025. Route 66, Winslow, Arizona, 1940s. Route 66, Winslow, Arizona, 2025. Osage, West Virginia, 1938. Osage, West Virginia. Bisbee, Arizona, 1940. Bisbee, Arizona, 2025. The Pines Resort, South Fallsburg, New York, 1950s. The Pines Resort, South Fallsburg, New York, 2025. Glasgow, Montana, 1913. Glasgow, Montana, 2025. Sloppy Joe's Bar, Key West, 1938. Sloppy Joe's Bar, Key West, 2025. (1937), during a dust storm. Elkhart, Kansas, 2025. Blissfield, Michigan, 1957. Blissfield, Michigan, 2025. Milford, Indiana, 1910. Milford, Indiana, 2025. Lamoille, Iowa, 1939. Lamoille, Iowa, 2025. Route 66, Grants, New Mexico, 1950s. Route 66, Grants, New Mexico, 2025. Lake Ozark, Missouri, 1936. Lake Ozark, Missouri, 2025. Crane, Texas, 1939. Crane, Texas, 2025. State Street, Madison, Wisconsin, 1940. State Street, Madison, Wisconsin, 2025. New York City, New York. The city has always looked stunning. Here's the Manhattan skyline in 1964. The city view shows Manhattan, New York, U.S. March 17, 2025. In 1871, Chicago, Illinois was devastated by a great fire. Now the city's metropolitan area has more than 10 million people. Los Angeles, California. In 1899, LA was relatively quiet. Now it's the movie capital of the world. Houston, Texas. Houston was once mainly known as a transportation center for cotton. Over the years, the city has diversified. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 1850. Philadelphia is one of America's oldest cities. It was the original U.S. capital city. Philadelphia in 2025. Phoenix, Arizona. The city once had wide-open, unpaved streets. Now it's much more city-like. San Diego, California, 1899. Adjacent to the Mexican border, San Diego is one of the older major cities in the U.S. It's known for its beautiful beaches and advanced technology industries. San Diego, California, 2025. San Antonio, Texas, 1898. San Antonio was once a Spanish mission and colonial outpost. It's grown a lot since then. San Antonio, Texas, 2025. San Jose, California, 1906. San Jose was only California's second incorporated city. San Jose in 2025. Dallas, Texas. In 1945, Dallas was an industrial city. Now it's more technology-based. Austin, Texas, 1943. Austin once had wide roads that made it look little more than a glorified suburb. Austin in 2025. San Francisco, California. In 1906, an earthquake inflicted immense damage on San Francisco. San Francisco in 2025. Jacksonville, Florida. In 1921, Jacksonville was a sprawling beach city. Jacksonville in 2025. Columbus, Ohio, 1867. The city was once so green it looked like farmland. Columbus, Ohio in 2025. Fort Worth, Texas, 1905. Fort Worth was established as, you guessed it, a fort. It's since become a full-blown city. Fort Worth, Texas, 2025. Indianapolis, Indiana. The planners established it as the crossroads of the country, between 1900 and 1910. Indianapolis in 2025. Seattle, Washington. Seattle is a relatively young city, settled by Europeans in the 1850s. Seattle in 2025. Charlotte, North Carolina. The city grew because of its cotton mill industry. Charlotte in 2025. El Paso, Texas. 100 years ago, El Paso looked like a charming place for families between 1900 and 1910. El Paso today. Memphis, Tennessee, 1940. Memphis grew in the 19th century with its cotton industry. An aerial view of Memphis, Tennessee. Denver, Colorado, 1866. 150 years ago, Denver looked like a small village. Denver today. Washington, D.C. Washington was founded in 1791 to serve as the country's capital. Washington, D.C., 2025. Detroit, Michigan. Even before the automobile industry was a thing, Detroit looked majestic. Detroit, Michigan, in 2025. Boston, Massachusetts, 1757. Boston was originally a part of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. The Boston of today still has a gorgeous bay. Nashville, Tennessee, 1862. Nashville was once a relatively quaint city. Nashville in 2025. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1912. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1929. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1939. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1949. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1956. Fremont Street, Las Vegas, 1971. Fremont Street, Las Vegas today. Then and now, photos of iconic movie locations that'll make you feel old. Ever wondered what your favorite movie locations look like today? From iconic streets to legendary landmarks, we're taking a trip through time to see how these cinematic spots have changed. Let's dive in. The iconic family house in Kingsland, Texas, still gives a chill, now transformed into a restaurant serving meals instead of chaos. The infamous family house in Kingsland, Texas, now serves as Hooper's Restaurant, offering fans a chilling dining experience among movie memorabilia. The chaotic fireworks and snakes scene was filmed at an undisclosed location, perfectly capturing the movie's quirky energy. The legendary semi-truck jump was filmed in the LA River Wash at Havenhurst and Plummer, a thrilling milestone in action cinema. Forrest and his mother's walk home was filmed on Main Street in Varnerville, South Carolina. The barbershop is now a chiropractic clinic, but the street remains familiar. The Torrance family's apartment exterior in Boulder, Colorado, set a quiet yet ominous stage for their descent into madness. The leaking water tower once stood near State Highway 89 and Harris Springs Road, but has since vanished. Fans still visit the area for nostalgia. Walter White's first cook site and cash stash on Trail 7089, New Mexico, became a symbol of transformation and infamy. The Town and Country Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia, a key filming location, has changed over time. Its office was demolished, and its rooms were converted into apartments. Freddy Krueger's eerie reveal in the shadowy passage still haunts fans who dare to revisit Elm Street. Unhappy Campers. Filmed at the abandoned YMCA Camp Waco in Georgia, its eerie remains are now overgrown with vines and hidden deep in the woods. R2-D2's adventure started in Death Valley's Artist's Drive, the stunning desert backdrop that brought Tatooine to life. The Carolinian Inn in Wilmington, North Carolina, served as the motel location. Though now closed, its unsettling presence remains in horror history. Steve McQueen's iconic car chase through San Francisco's steep streets set a new standard for action filmmaking. The speeder bike chase was filmed in Grizzly Creek Redwood State Park, California, using a camera rig to create the illusion of high-speed flight through the trees. Monument Valley, Utah, set the scene for Forrest's cross-country run, showcasing America's breathtaking landscapes. The Iron Horse Trailhead Railroad Trestle in Valencia, California, also featured in The Lost Boys, cementing its cinematic legacy. A masterful 3-minute tracking shot through Venice, LA, cemented this noir classic in cinematic history. Harley's Grocery was filmed near Pico Canyon Road, now private property. Fans can still hike to where the spooky store once stood. Downtown Las Vegas's Fremont Street set the stage for Bond's thrilling escapades, revamped but still oozing Sin City charm. The infamous Whammy Burger meltdown scene took place at a former Burger King in Los Angeles, symbolizing Michael Douglas's descent into madness. The farmhouse from the 1990 remake still stands in Washington, Pennsylvania, a haunting relic of the zombie horror reimagining. The McAllister House in Winnetka, Illinois, still stands as a beloved symbol of holiday mischief and nostalgia. The diner scene was filmed at Saugus Cafe in Santa Clarita, California. Open since 1886, this historic eatery has welcomed Hollywood stars, presidents, and film crews alike. Built in 1923, these iconic houses also appeared in Don't Be a Menace, merging realism with cinematic history. The remote 155 Cafe off Arizona State Route 99, once a real diner, now stands abandoned, a ghostly reminder of the film's chaotic road trip. Marion Crane's tense stop at a Phoenix traffic light showcased Hitchcock's genius for turning the ordinary into suspense. Marty McFly's return to 1985 was filmed at a tranquil beach in Port Hueneme, California, perfect for a temporal touchdown. Violet's tragic fate was filmed on Indian Island, Stone Mountain Park, Georgia. Though the stump is gone, the eerie forest remains. The McNeil House in Georgetown, D.C., set an eerie tone as Father Merrin's ominous arrival was framed like a haunting painting. The Grape House in Pflugerville, Texas, has been demolished, but the trees and entrance fence still mark the film's heartfelt setting. Pee-wee's showdown with Francis took place at this Pasadena house. Its colors may have faded, but its legacy endures. The Cottonwood Paper Mill in Utah, used for Dr. Loomis's house and Smith's Grove scenes, adds an eerie atmosphere with its abandoned structure. The junkyard from Rambo sits quietly by Quarry Road in Hope, BC, far removed from its on-screen mayhem. Maggie's Diner, built for the film in Madrid, New Mexico, remains a souvenir shop proudly showcasing Wild Hogs memorabilia. Adam and Barbara's eccentric house in East Corinth, Vermont, was a temporary set created just for Tim Burton's cult classic. The steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art continue to attract visitors eager to recreate Rocky's legendary training run. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's eerie march through Columbus Circle in New York City created a surreal climax to this supernatural comedy. Once a haunting desert outpost, Fred's Oasis near Palmdale, California, now lingers as scattered concrete ruins. The liquor store at Bouquet Plaza in Santa Clarita stood in for Circle K, though the original was in Tempe, Arizona. The boys' journey ends in Brownsville, Oregon, where quiet streets still echo their coming-of-age adventure. Hoover Dam served as the backdrop for Clark Griswold's near-disastrous antics. Dallas City Hall, enhanced with matte effects, stood in as OCP headquarters, capturing the film's dystopian corporate vision. The McFly House from 2015 is a real residence in El Monte, California, built in 1988 inside a gated community. Bodega Bay's coastal calm set the scene for Hitchcock's thriller, but the infamous schoolhouse, now preserved history, sits 7 miles inland. The intense Chase Alley scene was filmed near South Broadway and West 5th Street in Los Angeles, heightening the film's gritty tension. The Boston bar that inspired the sitcom is still a favorite for fans looking for a place where everybody knows your name. The car crash scene was filmed at a remote Apple Valley shooting range, emphasizing the film's desolate terror. The real-life Alcatraz Island set the stage for Clint Eastwood's gritty prison break thriller. The Riata Pass Steakhouse, used as a bank in the film, was demolished in 2015, though the jailhouse and water tower remain. Christian's eerie arrival at Joe's Airfield Cafe remains a haunting highlight of this anthology classic. The Gamble House in Pasadena, California, built in 1908, is a masterpiece of arts and crafts architecture and a historical landmark. Christine Brown's Los Angeles home heightened the film's sense of suburban dread with its unsettling familiarity. The Downtown Grill once stood in Richmond, Virginia's MUD Alley before its demolition in 2006. Today, only a lone fire hydrant remains unchanged. The Rat Pack planned their heist at Las Vegas's Sands Hotel, now replaced by the Venetian, a stark contrast to its mid-century glamour. The Comanche main cabin at Van Dusen Lodge, built in 1928, still retains its rustic, eerie atmosphere from the film. Rocky's training ground along Philadelphia's Kelly Drive remains as inspiring as his legendary museum steps run. Baghdad Cemetery in Leander, Texas, features in the film's chilling opening. The real graveyard still attracts horror fans. Bailey Park was filmed in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California, now home to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, with the Martini House still standing nearby. Walt's New Hampshire cabin was filmed off the Sandia Crest Highway in New Mexico, capturing his bleak isolation in the series finale. The Pinehurst Lodge Shower House in New Jersey witnessed one of horror's most infamous camp massacres. Rambo's tense confrontation with Teasel happened in front of what is now Gardner Chevrolet in Hope, British Columbia. The heart-pounding railroad bridge scene, filmed at Dusty Campground in Bernie, California, remains a daring cinematic moment. Hell on Earth. The Pyramid Gallery in Greensboro, North Carolina, set the stage for chilling moments in this horror sequel. San Francisco's Western Addition, where Jimmy Stewart's eerie pursuit unfolded, has changed. Landmarks like St. Paul's Lutheran Church now exist only in memory. The legendary Hanging Arch lies deep in the Utah desert, accessible only by a 2-mile hike or an all-terrain vehicle. The Corleone compound wasn't as grand as it appeared. Gates and walls were added to enhance its imposing presence. Blake's House, a 1922-built home in Vancouver, British Columbia, marks the eerie site of one of Jason's early victims. The legendary railroad tracks, site of the boys' heart-pounding train encounter, remain an iconic symbol of coming-of-age cinema. Crazy K meets his fate at 2261 West 21st Street in Los Angeles, a chilling sight of psychological horror. The Lloyd Wright estate entry in Chino, California, set the stage for Marty's dramatic leap back to 1955. The Biddle House in Glen Willard, Pennsylvania, still stands as a haunting nod to Buffalo Bill's case. Fort Clatsop State Park in Oregon provided the gang with a spooky yet thrilling start to their treasure hunt. The swimming hole scene was shot at Sabino Creek in Arizona's Sabino Canyon, a stunning desert oasis. The Holiday Inn, where the Freeling family seeks refuge, is now the Ontario Airport Inn, still standing in Ontario, California. The infamous House of Horrors still stands as a chilling reminder of this gruesome sequel. Dream Warriors. The Erie Weston Hills Psychiatric Hospital was filmed at UCLA's Royce Hall, blending academia with horror. Travis Bickle's tense showdown with Sport and Iris unfolded at 204 East 13th Street, New York City. Jonathan and Mina's wedding scene was shot at St. Sophia Greek Orthodox Cathedral in Los Angeles, one of the film's rare real-world settings. The infamous Georgetown Steps, where Father Karras met his fate, remain as legendary as the film itself. The Dillon Bus Depot in Austin, Texas, became an iconic setting in seasons 4 and 5 of the series. The St. Martin Hotel in San Francisco provided a haunting backdrop for key moments in the vampire epic. The Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk set the eerie stage for vampire thrills, remaining a beloved California landmark today. The Top Hat Motel set a gritty tone, reinforcing the film's suburban themes. The tense lakeside deal took place in MacArthur Park, Los Angeles, a once luxurious location, now infamous for crime. The Crate segment was filmed at Carnegie Mellon University's Margaret Morrison Hall in Pittsburgh, its Gothic architecture enhancing the horror. The Evans City Cemetery in Pennsylvania remains a legendary horror landmark where Romero's undead first rose. The Texas station, now part of Archview RV Resort in Moab, Utah, provided a desolate, suspenseful backdrop. Clay's Pig Burgers was filmed at North Hollywood's former Charburger, now serving only nostalgia. The Gas N' Guzzle in Jean, Nevada, closed in 2018 and was later transformed into a Starbucks. The gas pump island was removed in 2019. The intro's playground is Roberto Clemente Playground, where Will's iconic basketball moment set the stage for TV greatness. Season of the Witch. The Silver Shamrock Novelties building in Loleta, California, was once a creamery. Abandoned since 2010, it's slowly falling into decay. Freddy Krueger's boiler room lair added a nightmarish depth to the film's eerie horror. The eerie waters of Malibu Lake set the stage for one of horror's most tragic and unforgettable moments. Johnny Gets Fired at Audrey Overlook, 8601 Mulholland Drive, a stunning LA viewpoint contrasting with his downward spiral. Jackrabbit Slim's was a set, but its exterior, once a Glendale bowling alley, is now part of Disney's Imagineering campus. The W.S. Kelly General Store in Guthrie, Oklahoma, added rustic charm to Raymond and Charlie's unforgettable road trip. McMurphy's rebellious bus ride near 450 Court Street in Salem, Oregon, remains an iconic moment of defiance. The Fratelli police chase ended at 1180 Pacific Drive, Cannon Beach, Oregon. The stunning coastal road still provides a dramatic cinematic backdrop. Edgartown Beach and the American Legion Memorial Bridge on Martha's Vineyard set the perfect stage for Spielberg's chilling shark attack suspense. The set for Ape City once stood at Century Lake in Malibu Creek State Park, California. Though now overgrown, the area remains a favorite hiking spot. Ashtray approaches the group outside this charming 1922 Los Angeles home, adding a comedic touch to the parody classic. La Luz del Dia in Globe, Arizona, served as a filming spot for the coffee shop scene, though the interiors were shot at a different address on Broad Street. Bedrock sprang to life with vibrant sets and oversized props in this live-action take on the beloved cartoon. The dystopian showdown where Gibson catches Fender was filmed at Roanoke Cement Company in Castle Hayne, North Carolina, adding gritty realism. The mansion from this cult horror sequel remains a chilling symbol of its vampire-infested nightmare. The animal hospital in Senoia, Georgia, still stands, though new structures obscure its view of the water tower. Senoia is also famous for The Walking Dead. A simple bus stop in Porter Ranch, California, became the launch pad for Elliot's unforgettable adventure. Perfection Valley was a set built near Olancha, California, then torn down after filming. A replica sign now marks the desolate site. The eerie